What's going on, everybody? I would like to welcome you to another edition of the No BS Podcast. I'm your host, Mr. Jordan Pierce, and today our guest we have somebody I've known for some time now. We don't get to see each other that much, but whenever we do link up, it's all love. He's doing real big things in both music and the real estate industry, so we're gonna tap into that today. Mr. Kendrell Williams, what's going on, brother?
What's going on, my brother? What's going on with you?
Not much, man. Same old, same old. Can't complain. Always good over here. How's life? Good?
Yeah, I dig it. Life is fantastic.
I feel it.
Fantastic at this standpoint.
I feel it. All right. Well, we're going to get right into it. Why don't you start with telling us a little bit about yourself, who you are, and what you do?
Well, a little bit about myself. My name's Kendrell Williams. I'm 26 years old. I'm from Richmond, New Jersey, originally born in Violent, Cumberland County, born and raised. Pretty much about you. I got into music at a very young age. A couple of situations laying on the table, and I do music and real estate.
Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up. So let's talk more about let's talk music first. You said you got into music at a young age. How did that happen?
Well, I got into music at a young age. Me and my twin brother named Kendrell Williams, and we got introduced to. We were working at McDonald's at this time. We were like about 16 years old, and we met this guy named Saquon Marquise. And he was part of a group called Rec Entertainment with Big Frank. Go shout out to Frizzle. Big Frank had a team called Rec Entertainment, and basically they did a lot of young kids that were doing music. They were just like everybody, and we just got into it like that. We started singing. Everybody started rocking with us, and the rest is pretty much history.
True. So I guess you could say before you got spotted and founded in music, did you always have like a love for it? Was that what you were pursuing the whole time?
I think, but it wasn't really a big play. I know I could sing, but I don't think I went to pursue it that much. I was always a ladies' man, so ladies love to hear you sing. So that's how we used to attract girls by singing.
That's what's up.
You know?
I feel you. So at that time, so let me ask you this: at that particular time, what did you want to do for the rest of your life? You get what I'm saying?
At that particular time, I didn't know what I wanted to do for the rest of my life.
Gotcha.
Honestly, I didn't have a game plan or a foundation. I just knew that I wasn't going to be a failure. I knew that much.
Okay. Well, you say at that particular moment kind of got you, how can I put it, to where you are now? Would you say that?
If it hadn't been for that moment, I wouldn't know really what would happen. You know, I mean, that's a great question to ask. What would happen if I didn't meet Saquon at McDonald's or Big Frank? Then where would it be? You know, it's really up in the air with it. Who knows? That's a great question.
Okay, so after you met Saquon, you started singing more. Did you grow to like love it more? Like at that moment?
Yeah, I grew to love it. I grew to love it, and I grew to appreciate it. I started writing my own music, and it's been picked up from there. In the music industry, it's a very small circle. So being Kenny's name ended up being picked up in circulation, picked up in certain conversations. Mm-hmm. And nobody really knew who we were, but they knew that there were twins out there that were writing these records and that were singing, and it just ended up going crazy.
That's what's up. Now you're 26 years old. What age would you say you wrote your first song?
First song, what do you mean, placement-wise, or first song as in just write a song, flat out?
Just flat out write a song.
Flat out write a song, I would say it was about 2009.
Okay. Do you like writing music better or you like singing better? Like what's your angle?
I think I like a little bit of both. I like writing music a lot more because I'm able to grasp my audience a little bit more emotionally, and being able to be a part of somebody's project as big as it may be is very dope. Singing wise, I mean, I love to sing, you know, it surely catches attention, so, you know, it's crazy.
I feel you. Now, we're going to touch on music again, but I kind of want to gravitate more towards the real estate now. So how did that happen? Obviously, you got founded in music at a young age, so you didn't know what you wanted to do, so real estate was nowhere to be found yet. So how did that happen?
Yeah, so my father was always in real estate.
Okay.
He dabbled and dabbled in real estate. So I grew up like, you know, like any other kid was. If something broke in one of the properties, I was there to fix it with my dad. You know, he didn't believe in paying for help. He believed in, he got 3 sons and they could do the work for me. So, you know, there was a lot of freehand jobs being done without no pay rate. But you know, seeing my dad get into real estate properties, and I became thrilled about it. You know, the motivation of being an entrepreneur, of being own boss rather than me working for somebody else. You know, that's one big thing that I think one of the big components of my life that I didn't want to be. I didn't want to work for anyone else. Or if I had to work for somewhere else, it was always a stepping stone to get to something bigger.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I get you. I 100% agree. I 100% agree. That's what I'm trying to get across to people. And I think that's what we all trying to do in life, is get to the point where we can kind of govern our own ideas and
accomplish goals. You know?
Yeah, exactly. 100%. 100%. So with real estate, is it something that you love to do as well, or do you love music the most? You just kind of
I actually love them both equally the same. Real estate, I love giving back to people. It feels like, well, me, when I put somebody in a property, is that I'm giving them basically hope. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It's like a lot of people in the real estate game don't like to lend favors out to people or like to give people a quote unquote chance. Mm-hmm. I think I'm more of I give people chances. I mean, that could be a bad trait and a good trait. You know what I'm saying? I like to see the good in people rather than the negative in people, despite what's going on, but also try to make things that are logically business-minded decisions.
Got you. What makes you? Is that just your personality? Like as far as like just wanting to give back, or is it something that?
Yeah, that's basically my personality. I want to give back. You know, I want to give back. I like helping people. I like seeing other people succeed rather than seeing myself succeed. If I know that I can help you get to the next level of where you need to be at, then I feel good about myself.
Got you. Now let's go back a little bit. Take me back to a time where you was trying to do both music and real estate. You were doing both, and you kind of maybe thought one of them or both of them wasn't going to work, or you had like a struggle, or you wanted to give up and quit. Take me back to that time and talk about what kept you going, what made you push through.
I know it was a time, a place where I was struggling with music, being that I couldn't get placement, I couldn't get record placements, and money stopped coming in, and then real estate was maybe we had the wrong tenants living in there. And now they weren't paying rent, and I'm trying to basically juggle, and you got to go back to a 9 to 5 and trying to figure things out. And it's really in the sense of you got to really have that willpower not to give up, because it seems hard. You know, it's sort of like life gets very, very hard, especially with trials and tribulations come into play. And the majority of people just give up. I mean, the regular average person, let's be real here, will give up. But it's only maybe a select few of people that stick it out, and when they stick it out, the outcome is just the blessing of it is just tremendously, substantially outweighs everything that's ever went wrong.
True. Okay.
You know?
I can see that. I can understand that. So what's like the motivation? What's the overall motivation? Just your personal drive? You know what I mean?
I think one of my biggest motivations is my nephew and my daughter and my family. You know, it's trying to offer a better life for them that we have never had. It's kind of like breaking your family cycle. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Every family has a cycle sort of what they go through in life, you know, and it's trying to break that cycle. There's only few people who are able to break that cycle. It's trying to make something bigger. You know, I think about my child's future, my daughter's future a lot, my nephew's future a lot. And I made a promise to my sister before she passed away that I was going to make sure that we were always going to be good. So it's me keeping that in the mind of my head. I'm just like I tell people, I'm just like everybody else. I try to look at the negative things positive as possible. Even though I still have my days, I try to view everything as a positive message or try to learn from something. Okay.
So you use everything as like a learning point, whether good or bad.
Yeah, as a learning curve. Yeah, rather than try to see it as a failure, I try to see it as a learning lesson. It's a quote that I forget who quotes this quote, but I remember this quote stays in my head, and it says, "I have not failed 10,000 times. I just found 10,000 ways that wouldn't work." Yeah, I heard that quote before. Yeah. I think some people need to actually understand that, because some people give up on themselves. You know what I'm saying?
100%. I feel like people give up too soon, and they don't.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. Some people stay down and don't want to get out because they think whatever trials and tribulation that they're going through is just way too hard. When it's not too hard, because that 1 minute you put your leg down and you plan it to lift yourself up, that could be that you'll never fall down again.
100%. I agree.
100%.
100%. I agree with you. So now let's talk about your overall goals, man. So what's your goals in both music and real estate? What's the ultimate goal?
Well, my goals in the music industry right now is just basically, of course, to get more placements, to get more revenue, to be noticed as I'm noticed now, but I'm not noticed as the big fish. You know what I'm saying? So
Got you.
I want to be noticed as the big fish in the writing game. You know, I want to go. I plan on trying to get at least Grammy nominated. At least one of these years, between 1 to 3 years, to Grammy nominated.
Mm-hmm.
I missed it by a shy bit last year. I need a platinum plaque on the wall. When I get that plaque on the wall, you ain't gonna be able to tell me nothing. But I need that plaque on the wall. I need that plaque on the wall. Most definitely.
I feel you. What about real estate?
Real estate wise is just building my portfolio up. Being able to flip houses, also do the Bird method, which is basically buy, rehab, refinance, rent. Just building my portfolio up so we can have substantial income coming in. Of at least my term goal, I might be a little shy of the answer now, but at least trying to net at least $30,000 a month.
Okay.
In revenue rather than expense.
Okay. That's what's up. Big goals. I like it.
I mean, big goals. You gotta think big. You think big or go home. You know?
Yeah. I agree with you on that. Goals gotta be big, man. So, how do you balance both? Like, I know you guys spend a lot of time with real estate. I know you guys spend a lot of time in music and writing and everything. How do you balance both?
It's very busy. Like, the average person sleeps, what do you say, 8 hours a day?
Probably.
I sleep maybe 2 to 3 hours, so I try to cut it in half. Average person sleeps until maybe 10 o'clock. I try to be up by 5 in the morning. You know, or it's trying to cut things out of your time to get what you need to be done. I always live by a method that I can sleep when I'm dead. You know, being that when you have a goal, when you're determined to get somewhere in life, it doesn't matter. Sleep doesn't no longer matter because you're trying to, instead of trying to get to it, you know your destination where you're going to, and nobody's going to stop you from getting there. So you won't sleep, you won't eat, you won't drink. You know the goal is in your mind of what you need to achieve. You know, so it's like, when you ever get that drive, right? When you get that drive, and that drive can't nobody turn you off of that drive, it's just on. You're in overdrive mode.
Mm-hmm.
To get to that destination, that's what I'm on. And that's how I balance it. You know? I mean, it's very hard, don't get me wrong, it's hard, it's not easy, but it's where there's a will, there's a way.
I feel you. So dang, waking up that early, only sleeping at I don't know a lot of people that can do that, to be honest. I don't know a lot of people that can.
Hey, you gotta try it. When you're determined to get somewhere in life, that's what you gotta head to.
Yeah, I feel you.
And I'm talking to you guys, I only slept maybe 2 hours.
Dang.
And I'll be up. I go sleep another 2 hours. Maybe I'll catch an hour nap somewhere in the day.
And then you back at it.
And back at it again, back on grind mode.
Dang, that's crazy.
I'll be up Wednesday almost all day, beginning off. And going straight to, I gotta go to Staten Island, New York, and then do the same thing all over again. Maybe sleep in the car maybe an hour or two.
Sheesh. Hey, you trying to get there. I respect the hustle.
Game on.
I respect the hustle.
Game on right now, you know?
I feel you. I respect the hustle. I really do respect the hustle. That's crazy. Not a lot of many people that can say they've done that or are willing to do that. You know what I mean? Some people just don't know what it really takes to get to where you're trying to get to.
People think success is easy or think success is handed to you.
Yeah.
You have to work. Like you see the people who are successful and they're busting their ass trying to get to where they need to be. People only see people's chapter 100 and try to compare it to their chapter 1. You don't know what the people took to get to where they're at in life. You feel what I'm saying?
Bro.
You make it look easy. It's not easy.
Bro, and that's the whole purpose of this podcast. I'm trying to show people,
it's
everyday
because
people.
People look at me and Kenny and they're like, oh, they got money, they got this, they got it all. You don't know what it takes. We're still getting to it. Now, we're still learning. We're still evolving. It's not just staying circumference to that one zone. You know, staying circumference and saying, oh, nah, listen, I'm going to stick to this because that's what it is. Now, some people love a 9-to-5 job. I was the one. I'm not working a 9-to-5. You know, I'd rather make my 9-to-5. You know, I'll make my savings account my 401k. I'm going to make more than $100,000 a year.
Exactly.
You know?
Yep. That's the goal. That's the plan. I feel you on that. I feel like it's just not in my personality. I'm the same way. Like a 9-to-5,
exactly.
like it's not in my personality at all. At all.
You know, now, if you love that, if that's what people love to do, then for sure, I pat you on the back, salute you, do your thing. But Me, I was made for that. I know I was made for something bigger than just that.
Exactly. And you're not settling. That's what I like about, like, that's the whole purpose of this podcast, man. Not, people shouldn't have to settle, yo. Like, if you, like I said, like you said, you like your 9 to 5, if that's what you want to do, that's what makes you get up in the morning and what happy, and like, do it, like, to the best of your ability. And I'm happy for you. But if you're not happy getting up every morning,
it's kind of like when you go to the liquor store, you go to the bar, there's no bottom shelf. I want the top shelf on Island. Expensive. Your taste up here.
So do that for your life.
Below the expectation and rise their expectation.
Yep, people gotta do that for life. No bottom shelf for your life. Yep. Nah, I don't want that, because that's not what I want. You know what I mean?
Exactly. I'm not settling. Stop settling for the bottom shelf. Settle for the top shelf.
All day.
That's what I want everybody on the podcast to do. When you go drinking out with your friends tomorrow night, I don't want the bottom shelf. I want the top shelf, and see how much difference that is. See what the difference is.
From the man himself, y'all heard him. Go do that ASAP. Word up.
ASAP.
But hey, you get what you pay for. You get what you pay for.
Exactly. You get what you pay for. So if you gotta see what your worth is in life, you know what I'm saying? That's what people gotta see, what their worth is in life. If you're gonna be $1 or are you gonna be $1 million, or fuck $1 million, $1 billion, $1 trillion, what is your path? And things are only impossible until they become possible.
Yep.
That's crazy.
It's really crazy. It's a crazy concept, but it's so true.
Until they do it, and they're like, oh shit, it's possible to do this. You thought it was impossible 6 months to a year from now.
Yep.
It's crazy because people would rather spend 3 to 5 years at their job, right? 3 to 5 years at their job to get a pension, right? Rather than spending 2 to 3 years on a business and be able to be your own boss and make way more than you were at the job that you started at.
Exactly.
People don't want to pick up a book and read. People want things given to them rather than working for it. You know, that's the crazy part.
It is the crazy part. So, like, your mindset now, your drive, your motivation, your grind, what would you say was the turning point in life to get you to this mindset that you're in?
What was the turning point?
Mm-hmm.
The turning point in life was I got tired of being in the same spot I was last year, this year.
I like that. Okay.
People's fear should be that you're going to be in the exact same spot as you are today next year.
Yo, that's deep. I like that.
Like people say, how the hell do you think like that? Why do you say that? Because if you're at the same exact spot, what did you work towards? Nothing.
True. I like that a lot.
You ain't go nowhere, you know? So
yeah, you ain't go nowhere.
What'd you say?
I said, yeah, you ain't go nowhere. That's crazy. You just chilling.
You're at a standstill, and now you're like, oh, well, wow, yo, I'm silly. It's crazy because people crack me up when they make the January, your yearly goals, and then nothing gets accomplished.
Word. Yeah, every year. Happens every year. Every year.
I'm almost weight, but you never go to the gym or you won't eat right.
Or they pay for the membership. Pay for the membership, and then 3 months later, that membership.
Pay for the membership and don't go.
Yeah.
You waste some time. You gotta understand. People understand. Like, if you ask my daughter right now, if I brought my daughter on this podcast, and you ask my daughter, what's the most important thing in life, Ariana? You know what my daughter would say? It's time. Because you can't get time back.
No, you can't.
You know, we're all getting older. We're all growing. It's time. We can get money back. We can get finances. We can even get relationships back. But we can never get time back.
Very true.
Time is the most valuable thing in life. So what are you doing with your time?
That's a question you got to ask yourself every day. That's a question I ask myself every day when I get up.
Ask yourself one day. What are you doing with your time? Are you wasting your time? I even put it in simpler for people. It's like when people are in relationships, right? And they're with their partner, whatever like that, and they feel like the relationship is going nowhere. What they do, initially they break up, correct?
Yeah.
Because why?
Just give up.
You're wasting time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Wasting time. So people need to take that same function that they do in their relationship type with the time thing and put it and immortalize it to their life and then see how much your life changes.
That's what it is.
You know,
I agree with that.
I was listening to a podcast on Bigger Pocket. I listened to Bigger Pocket podcast. Shout out to David Green and all them on there. And one of the things they said people spend so much time on Instagram and Facebook, right?
Mm-hmm.
And watching TV, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just imagine how many hours you think you spend on television. When you look at your iPhone, my iPhone says 8 hours, 10 hours, or whatever like that, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Now, what if I took that same 8 hours or 10 hours and put it to something that I was trying to push in life? How far would I be in a couple months?
Yeah, very true. It'd be a lot farther than what you are right now. You know what I mean? Like, the average person would be a lot farther than what you are right now. So you just gotta understand, you just gotta grind for it. That's what I'm trying to show people. That's what this podcast is all about, man. It's trying to show people everyday people grinding, getting it. There's gonna be somebody in the same situation as you that's gonna be on this podcast and they gonna be getting it. And you just chilling there thinking that you can't get it. That's what it's for. I want just people to be inspired, bro.
We didn't grow up with silver spoons in our mouths. You know?
No.
We didn't grow up with millions of dollars and inheritance and all that. We have to make a way ourselves.
Yeah, somebody gotta change it. Somebody gotta change the cycle, like you said at the beginning.
Somebody gotta break the cycle.
Yep, like you said at the beginning, yeah. Before we get out of here, you got any projects that you're working on right now that you can talk about a little bit so we can kind of...
I have projects in the works. Like I said, I got to be in Staten Island on Wednesday, but I can't talk about it. I can't talk about it. It's very political.
Okay, no problem.
But real estate-wise, I can talk about the real estate-wise. I got a couple multifamily deals that I'm working on now for apartments. I'm teaming up with Anthony Jones. You can follow me. He's a Gym Reaper. He does the Gym Reaper programs. I know you see my Snapchats and all that. My Instagram and stuff. I'm in the gym real everywhere. But it's just a positive outlook for the community.
Okay.
You know, so that's what we're rocking with.
That's what's up. Well, we're going to be in touch. We're going to have you on this podcast multiple times. It'll probably be like another 2 to 3 times over the next few months.
I love dropping knowledge that people dropping some gems to people, you know?
Yeah, I feel you. I feel it. So, let's end with this. I like to ask people to describe their no bottom shelf. You know what I mean? No bottom shelf is pretty much what you're trying to accomplish. Whatever is going to make you happy. Your top shelf lifestyle. So, describe a day in your top shelf lifestyle. A top shelf day.
My top shelf day would be is that I accomplished everything that I had to do that day. You know, every morning I write out a list of things that I need to do, things that I need to accomplish, things that I need to make happen. So usually every morning I go to my favorite diner, Nair's Cafe, right in Clayton, and I have breakfast. And I go through my emails and I go through my checklist and stuff like that of things that I need to do. And it's just basically just getting to the grind mode. That is my top shelf. When I'm getting to the grind mode and I'm in my zone and I'm making things happen and everything that I need to do today, or maybe let's get the whole week schedule done in one day. That's my top shelf day.
Okay, just getting things done,
and not quitting on myself. I'm not saying that I can't do something because you can do whatever you want to do.
Whatever you want to do.
You know. Whatever, people gotta get that stigmatized out their mind. Yeah. You can do whatever you want to do.
But I like that. Your top shelf day feeling accomplished. No bottom shelf, just feel accomplished. I like that. I like that a lot.
Exactly. Accomplished. No bottom shelf.
I like that a lot.
Top shelf. Exactly like you said. Top shelf. No bottom shelf.
No bottom shelf.
Top shelf.
So, before we get out of here, you got any words you want to give to the people? Any last words? Any words of wisdom?
Just everybody be on their grind. Stay positive. Understand that you accomplish anything. Remember, like I said, you haven't failed 10,000 times. You just found 10,000 ways that wouldn't work. Stop being bottom shelf and be top shelf. Add value to your life, add value to your time, and just progress in life. So don't be in the same position you are this year, next year. Advance yourself. Evolve.
Feel it. I like it.
Just like that.
I like it.
No bottom shelf.
Well, I appreciate you, brother. We will be talking again very, very soon. Thanks for having you, and we want to get out of here. All right?
All right, we got it. Holla at y'all. Peace.
All right, peace.